Hello, Redditors. I have been thinking for a long time to put this out on the internet, but then I overthink it and stop. But now I'm determined to write it all down. My grandmother threw my mom out on the streets, and I am all in for it. Yes, you read that right. Now, before you all judge me, I want you all to read it to the end and then give your honest opinion. If you still think that I'm an a-hole like my mom thinks, then maybe I have to reflect on my actions some more. But I think I did the right thing. So please read on. I am Rebecca, 18 female. My mother is Jenna, 40 female, and she married her high school sweetheart, my father, Liam, after he started teaching at a school near my grandma's home. After their wedding, they moved in with my grandma, and that is the place where I was born and have been raised. When I was 11 years old, my father passed away. It was very hard on me, and I think I lost a piece of myself since the day I lost my father. My mother, surprisingly, has coped really well. A week after my father died, she went out to a party with her friends. And my grandmother has been nothing but supportive about it. She said that there's no point in being cooped up in your room, and moving on is as much a part of life as death. After my father's death, my mother rarely stayed home. I have felt lonely and abandoned, and through it all, my grandmother has been with me. She comforted me and said that I have to understand that people have different ways of dealing with grief, and my mom's was running away from the person who reminded her most of her loss. My grandmother is the kindest woman I know, and she wanted nothing more than healing for our family. On the days when my mother left me alone, my grandmother would take me out for walks and ice creams and read out vivid fairy tales to me. The vacuum that my parents left in my life was filled by none other than my grandmother. As you all can make out by now, my mother and I stayed with our grandmother even after Dad's passing away. My grandmother was kind enough to let us live with her in her house. Even though Mom did not have a job, and I was a moody teenager, she never ever made it seem like she was doing a favor. She simply said that we can stay with her if we wanted, because I reminded her of her son, and after her son is dead, she sees no reason to throw out the people whom Liam loved. Like I said, my mom does not have a job, and neither does she have any property under her name. The house is under my grandmother's name, and there is another small apartment that my grandmother owns. We rent out that flat and thus get an income from that. I used to work as a waitress in a local cafe while studying to become a nurse. I think I will manage to start working when I'm 22. But till then, I wanted to do something to supplement Grandma's income. But the first time I gave Grandma something from my earnings to use for the house, she would not take it.